Welcome everybody to the Robo-Dorks 2 and Colorful Thinking premiere. This is the first time I've done 2 movies for one premiere, and also the first time I have scheduled the premiere without either of the movies being finished. I didn't even have Colorful Thinking filmed when I came up with the dates for the premiere, and Robo-Dorks 2 still had about a month of editing left. So, well, the first thing what we're going to do is I'm going to play Colorful Thinking. It is a short 12-minute film. I will be submitting it to Sundance Film Festival along with a few other of the Oscar-boosting film festivals, is what they call them, including Seattle International and probably Santa Barbara.
What about LA Film?
LA Film I'll submit to anyway because they're easy to get into. Might as well put one easy one on, right?
Standard.
Standard, yeah, right? If you won once, you might as well go back. Okay, so I guess, what do you think? I need to get something actually.
Colorful thinking. Alex, don't be so nervous when you're talking.
That's why he doesn't act in most of his films.
Hillary, don't be quick to judge because
That's
you
why I
are.
said that.
Yeah, I've got plenty of footage of you, Hillary.
We all have plenty of footage of you. Okay, so I guess first for Colorful Thinking, what I always do for any of the films is I have real awards and I have fake awards, and Caitlin will be turning red very soon. So I'm going to say just give out the funny ones real quick, and then once awards are out of the way, I will show Colorful Thinking. So for Caitlin, for the fake one, we gave her the Best Judge of a Poorly Written Line award, because every time there was a bad line, which is about every scene, she was always stopping me and saying, "No, Mike, fix this line for us." So that one is for Caitlin. For Mr. Arnoux, who couldn't be here, it is his girlfriend's birthday. I see what's more important. We gave him the most trouble saying a line because who was there? How many takes did it take? Was it 7 or something like that to get it right?
Googly.
Yeah, he couldn't say googly for whatever reason. With a straight face, he kept laughing. So we got that one. This one is from Mike. For those of you, well, you'll see the short behind the scenes of Colorful Thinking shortly, but I gave him the Best Man-to-Man Kiss award. I was the judge of that one. Gotcha. Okay, and then to Dr. Fleming, who couldn't, I guess, who isn't arriving, the most difficulty remembering names award, because he kept calling me by my actual name instead of my character name. And then for the real award, we gave Best Actress to Caitlin, although she was the only actress, but. So I will start Colorful Thinking, and Caitlin will run into my room. Right? Wait, was I right?
You want me to turn out the light?
Okay, so. Colorful Thinking, basically, to just do a short recap, this was just some idea that came to me over the summer, but I wanted to basically use all the things available. I mean, people don't take for granted that we have color film and sound and everything, but I wanted to basically try to do a story that used both black and white and color and sound and no sound, and tell a story through the use of both sound and color. And that was basically the main drive of the film. So hoping that concept gets me an award somewhere. Now on to the main movie. Oh, by the way, thanks for letting me borrow your girlfriend. For the main one, Robo-Dorks 2. Let's start out with the awards for Robo-Dorks 2 so we can have some fun laughing. Once again, I have real and fake awards, but the fake ones are more fun, so I'm doing those first. Okay, so these aren't in any particular order, just the order that I printed them out this morning. Sorry that not everyone is here, but I'll just say them anyway. So for Cooper Dodd, Best Last Minute Addition. For Megan, most uncooperative actress. Come on up. What?
She's sending us. She's sending
Go ahead, Alyssa. Take Megan's award.
Yes.
Oh, here's a one. You shouldn't be laughing yet, Hillary. Okay. So, actually, that's perfect that you're laughing. Hillary, most uncontrollable laughter. 5 times throughout the movie, I had to go through and edit out her laughing in the audio of the film. Wait. Aaron, I guess, didn't show up after all, but Aaron gets the pickiest eater award. Apparently he was fasting or something, so he could only eat bread. We would go and we would eat the pizza, and the crust would be gone, because he took the crust off the pizza.
You're not the first one to go to my award, trust me.
I know. Okay, let's see. Mike Maselli again. Okay, best use of a gold machete and whatever else he could find in his car. No matter what, he had something in his car.
Yep.
And I must say, probably the most fun we had making this movie was our arsenal of prop guns that we had. How many do we have? Like 20 of them? We had like 3 boxes or something?
4 different
We
pistols.
had 20. And then how many? We had like a few machine guns and stuff
Yeah, a
too.
couple small machine guns.
Man, thanks for trying to chop off my finger.
Yeah, that was
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure was. Okay, so Adam, shortest on-screen appearance, an award previously held by Alyssa.
sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Mr. Arnu. Okay, this is a funny one.
One
Those of
tried
you,
it, one cannot say.
that's not what I gave him for. Stop bringing that one up. Okay, Mr. Arnu, for those of you who don't know him, has a very deep voice.
He was
Almost
the
like
teacher in the movie.
he was the teacher in the movie here. Very deep voice, and it sounds like it should be like a newscaster or something. Well, in Robo-Dorks, he has one scene in the beginning, and his voice actually cracks, which was very odd for all of us, because I don't think anyone here has actually heard his voice crack. So, Mr. Arnu got the best crack in a deep voice. I hope you're watching this right now. Okay. Mr. Schultz, who couldn't be here, ironically, got most reminders needed for arrival, because the day he was scheduled for, he actually forgot and we had to reschedule his scenes. So, let's see, moving on. Miss Geyer. Best pink camouflage in a pink house.
Oh, good.
She blended right in with the rest of the surroundings.
Thank you.
Grace, who couldn't make it, got most trouble operating a door. Any scene that involved her, Brandon can justify, any scene involving a door, Grace had some sort of issue. When you guys get the DVDs, watch the behind the scenes, you'll see how many takes we had to go through to get her to open a door.
Except the funny part wasn't on film.
The one, there was one, that one, I wish we got that one on scene. Mr. Yao, best goatee on a villain. Danielle, most inconvenienced by groundings. What was it, twice? Yeah, I think it was twice. Twice we couldn't film with you because you were grounded. I had to step in for you.
We had to
Lovely
rewrite the script.
Danielle.
We had to rewrite the script. for you.
What was it, midnight or something? Were we writing
2
the script?
a.m.
It was 2 a.m., you're right. We were rewriting at 2 a.m. because...
Okay, I'm sure you made it for Danielle.
Okay,
Better Danielle.
let's see. Carson, you're here. Biggest voice in a small body. Carson is one of the few who has been with me from the first film, Nerds in Black, and let me just say, his voice has gotten a lot deeper and he has grown a lot since it has started.
Wait, how old were you when you started, Carson?
I think I was 9 or 10.
He was 9 or 10.
So yeah, I mean, if you watch the first films that we did, which I'm not going to give out for purposes that I don't feel like getting laughed at, we all have very high-pitched girly voices in the beginning of those films. So, yeah, Carson definitely the most. Connor, who is in here, who is Carson's brother, hardest to make an award for.
Because he was so quiet.
He was so quiet, never any trouble. So quiet to make an award for, you might give that to your brother. Hardest
The
to make an
opposite
award.
of me.
Opposite of Hillary. Very easy to make an award for. I went through a few before I actually got one that I liked. Brandon, always needing a ride. By the way, how are you getting home tonight? That's right, needing a ride. There we go. Okay.
Okay, that was very sweet.
Okay, Nick, who couldn't be here, but we gave him best man to take a punch. How many times did you punch him?
I actually slugged him right.
That's right,
Yeah.
you actually slugged him right in the face during stunt court, or during one of the shots actually.
I got to kick him in the back though.
Huh?
I got to kick
You
him in
kind
the
of kicked him in the back one of the times you actually did, but yeah. Man, stunts in this movie were something else. I mean, Mike doing stunt coordination. I choreographed a few of the shots, but Mike did the most stunt coordination in this film, and I mean, all those punches look pretty real, and a few of them are real, so. Yes. Let's see. And that is it for the gag awards. Let's give out actual awards. Here, right here. For Adam, no particular order again, we gave him Best Doctor. For Hillary, Best Assistant. For Carson, Best Sidekick. For Mike, Best Weapon Specialist. How long? We spent like 30 minutes going over training on how to use the fake guns.
That was pretty cool.
For our new, we gave him Best Supporting Actor. Nick, we gave him Best Action Star. For Brandon, Best Actor. That one was hard to come up with between you and Nick. You guys made it hard to judge.
Because I'm the best. It's fine.
We'll go with that. For Cooper, although he was only behind the scenes, we gave him Best Comedian. But he really, we couldn't keep serious that day.
Yeah.
Miss Guy, Best Supporting Actress.
Ooh, do I need an agent yet?
Megan, come on up here and claim your prize. You have Best Reluctant Actress.
Yay. She's sending her
Most reluctant to
representative
pick
again.
up an award, too.
Just because she doesn't like walking. For Mr. Yao, Best Stunt.
Oh.
You'll see that in the beginning.
That was a good one.
That was probably one of the best stunts we've ever done.
That's
And it was
not
a
when you
one-shot
broke your
take.
finger, is it?
No.
Okay, for Connor, I guess I'll give it to you. We gave him Best Child Actor. Aaron, who couldn't be here, Best Boom Operator. Holding the boom pole is a lot harder than it looks, especially when it's extended about 10 feet and you're trying to hold it up and not get it in the shot. Although I did have to edit it out a few times. It didn't make me too happy. For Grace, who isn't here again, we gave her Most Compelling Actress. And for Danielle, Best Actress.
For your death.
Do I get a car now? Oh, sorry.
Okay, so that is it for the awards. No, IMDb is not up for this movie yet. I have to submit it first. No, but it will be. Not anymore. Let's see. This film was definitely a pain in the butt. I mean, it's been 2 years since I actually started pre-production on this film. So it's definitely a long film. We started writing the script, I believe, January
We weren't even
of
done with
last
the first
year.
one.
We weren't even done with the first one, and I was coming up with the plot for this one. Originally, this was going to be Robo-Dorks 2 and Robo-Dorks 3, but I combined it into one because I couldn't get the script to mesh right. What else? Originally, it was 43 scenes. We cut it down to about 32 scenes, so it is shorter than it was originally intended to be. It runs an hour and 15 minutes long. Let's see what else. The visual effects for this film. I started working on the visual effects for this film before I even started writing the script for this film. And you'll see why in a few minutes, because the visual effects for this film crashed my editing software, or my visual effects software numerous times. I only crashed my editing software about 3 times. But the visual effects, some of them over about 100 layers thick for those of you familiar with Photoshop. Just ridiculously large shots. What else do I want to add? I mean, overall though, this is a sequel. It is the finale of the films, and it's also, I mean, I'm going to say this, but this is a really good film, and it feels like a real movie. Unlike the last one, we were sort of joking around. We can account for that. And that also has to do with this. Last time, Robo-Dorks 1 was our first feature. By now, we sort of knew more of what we were doing, so we could fix our mistakes from previous times. I mean, you were in the first one too. One of the better scenes that we filmed. That one ran smoother. But this one did not run without hiccups, as I said, as Danielle dropped out a few times during filming. But it's fun to work with mistakes. Don't I work good under pressure, Hillary?
At 2 in the morning, yes.
Yes, I work good under pressure, don't I? I want to chop people's heads off, but I work good under pressure. Now, On a more serious note, for those of you who are unaware, this is my last premiere. I'm not making any more films until after I graduate. So I put together a short I put together about a 20-minute video of just relapsing on all the films that we've done. So I will play that. So that brings you back to, you want to hear my squeaky voice. There are some scenes in here.
I'm gonna cry.
Well, you came in on the second film, right?
I'm still gonna cry.
Well, Carson is one of the few who has been with me the entire time. Connor was in all of them. Miss Geyer, this was your first one. And being in a film is completely different than when you look at it. Because when you look at it, you don't think of how much time it takes to put into those shots. Colorful thinking, 12 minutes long. We were filming for 3 hours after school. For Robo-Dorks 2, there's a 5-minute classroom scene in the beginning. We were there for an hour and a half to film it. It takes a lot more time than you think to actually film a movie. So I will put in the video that shows our 5 films.
Before that, anybody want anything to eat?
So everybody, right after the movie's done, we're going to have poster signing and cake. Now, since this is the last premiere, instead of just doing the poster picture on the cake like I usually do, I have a collage of pictures throughout all the movies for that. So you might be eating your face if you've been in them.
Can you see my face?
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
request that directly.
Well, part of the poster is in it, so you can have your face on the poster.
Request my face.
I do think I put a picture in there of you as well. Now, who here has not seen Robo-Dorks 1? So anyone? Okay. So, real quick synopsis so you guys will understand this one. Robo-Dorks is about 2 brothers who are tired of being bullied. They're played by Nick and Brandon. So they decide to become superheroes. Their first trial doesn't go too well, but then since they're the smart nerdy type, they come up with a new design featuring nanobot technology. Their suits are able to capture nanobot technology and they can do whatever they want. Basically, they can fly, they can shoot lasers, basically whatever they want. They're practically invincible. Except for when they get their powers drained by the little pyramid thing.
Yeah, I mean that one thing.
Now, the main villain in the first movie is played by Thomas, who plays Leslie. We couldn't get him back on contract for the second one.
I'm sorry.
But we didn't find out till the morning of filming, and so we replaced him with Mike. So before jail, after jail, at the end of the movie, Robo-Dorks 1, Leslie goes to jail. We pick up with him in jail as Mike.
Yeah, prison does interesting things.
Completely.
So basically, this movie takes place 3 years later after Robo-Dorks 1. They're now seniors in high school, world-renowned superheroes, and that's where this movie picks up, basically, is what happens after the first movie. Now, unlike most sequels, Hillary and I made it very clear with Hillary that I want people to be able to see this one without necessarily being able to see the first one, and I didn't want it to just forget about the first movie. We made sure we incorporated things that happened in the first movie. We explained them in the second why things happen. Basically, this is more of a deeper plot line than the first one, what it is.
More of a serious.
More of a serious tone. Both of the movies that we're playing today, both Colorful Thinking and Robo-Dorks 2, are serious films. They're not the goofy ones that we've done before. Although Nerds in Black is not Nerds in Black, Nerd Wars is my favorite film. And I think Brandon would agree with that.
We need more musical numbers.
We need more musical numbers, right?
Yeah.
Oh, those were fun to do. Nick, that was Nick's idea to do ABBA. I had nothing to do with wanting to sing ABBA.
Sure. Definitely.
Don't take a chance on me. So is everyone back?